Teachings of Yahshua, Jesus. These teachings was not all light. This is what I'm talking about, the watered down version. Part of the program corruption when they try to make it seem as though everything has to be light. You can't have no darkness. How are you? The darkness is within yourself. It's a 50-50 thing. It's made in your suit that you're wearing. You can't have the light without the dark. There cannot be no teachings of light unless there are teachings of dark. How to deal with the dark, especially inside of people. What you think the majority of negativity, rage, anger, greed, oh, that's dark, that's shadow. It's always shadow work. There's no escaping it. You have to face it. You can't run from it, you can't hide from it. But this is the teachings that corrupts the minds of individuals. They become really into some really thick glue. If you're jumping over the shadow, if you're trying to escape the dark, if you're locking your doors and windows, trying to keep the boogeyman out, it's not going to work. It will find you. And then when it finds you, it'll be more intensified than what it was before. You begin to recognize it. You begin to acknowledge it. Or you begin to hide from it. You making it stronger because it's building up. It's a snowball effect. It's going to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing until it explodes. And that's where a lot of stuff happens that majority of the people don't want to happen because you are escaping, trying to, of yourself. They have you run from yourself. They have you looking in other directions other than yourself. That's not going to cut it. The Jesus teachings was always taught how to deal with the self. The good, the ugly, the bad, the terrifying version of yourself. That Yahshua told people how to deal with, how to face, how to become one with your own darkness. It empowers you even more. You become a force to be reckoned with when you face your own darkness, your own shadows. There's not anything that nobody can do with you on the outside because you have dealt with everything from the inside. Was the power of his teachings. The light came after, but he was focused on people's darkness, showing them the skill set of how to face the shadow. Going inside. That is the blueprint of the healing process, of how to feel the negativity, the anxiety, the rage, the fear. Feel. Let it become one with yourself. That is the integration process when you're feeling. Because you can't be who you are when you got a lot of garbage and mess inside of your suit as your physical body that needs to be cleaned up. You can't properly do what it is that you came to do if there's a lot of things that need to be rearranged. You got to move furniture around inside of yourself. Organize inside of yourself. It's always about organized, but it's about the right organization. Organizations of dealing with your shadow and light. Organizing the shadow so your light can prevail and become dominant. You become fearless. You become a powerful individual on this planet at this time when you have dealt with and faced your fears. Stare the boogeyman face to face and allow for the light to shine even brighter within yourself. There's no more blockage. There's no more energy clogs. It's a free flow. They don't want that. They don't want that expression to be that dominant. They don't want the people to see the skill sets of how to heal themselves, the skill sets of how to tap into their own nature, the skill sets of how to move and operate as one with the universe, as the creator. They don't want you to tap into that information. They don't want you to put it in motion to becoming a powerful individual that knows itself, that studied itself, that dealt with his own flaws, so-called weaknesses, and strengthened them. He became even more powerful, that nobody can do anything with you. That's what Yahshua was teaching. He went through the process and became dominant, and he showed others how to go through the process. This wasn't no religion. The religion was nature. The religion was high frequency. The religion was one with the universe. The religion was knowing that there was no separation. It was this unit created. It's the power of self that changes the environment, that changes the world, that changes people around you. They are concentrating on now on watered down versions of things that have nothing to do with Yahshua. But it's rearranging and it's changing people the way they want the people to be, not the way the people should be. Where they can't be ruled, they can't be controlled, because they know their connections, they know their strengths. They are so in tune with the soul that any information that comes from outside of them, they can see as sabotage. You can't get away with somebody that is tapped into their own power, perspective, their own soul's information. They are connected. They are tapped in with the Creator. They know everything that you're doing. They know what you are giving a presentation to when you enter the room. They are in tune as one should be. That taps into their self. When you tap into yourself, you are tapping into the universe with the Creator. That's a powerful process. And you learn things about yourself. The most important, what it is that you hear on this planet. And you find them skill sets that you are here to present to the world. And you become dominant with them skill sets. So people can have their own free times. Challenge their own self. So that they can express those dominant versions of themselves too. Because two is not the same in this illusion. There's many different people out here to do many different things. There's a lot of presentations going on, but people have forgotten their presentations. They can't find their presentations because they forgot exactly who they are. Yahshua, Jesus says, tune in and listen to the soul in the eternal moment of the universe. Enjoy the rest of your day.